In today's video, I put AMP in the NBA. In year 1, Duke would lead the team with 15, 4 and 4, alongside Chris, their second best player. However, the overall lack of size on the roster would leave them with a 7 and 93 record. We'll now spin the upgrade wheels to get some upgrades for the team. Here we go. Max out best 5 stats. With various upgrades, the team would improve. In particular, Davis would get a 99 3-pointer. However, the team would again finish with a subpar record of 15 and 67. In year 3, it'd be much of the same. Despite a 20 boost in finishing, the team would again finish with a negative record. However, year 4 would be the turning point for the roster. After getting all shooting badges on bronze, the team would finish with a 43 and 39 record and finally make the playoffs. It would birth a first round matchup against the 2-seeded Toronto Raptors. Could they get the unthinkable done? No, they would get swept in 4 games. Here we go, another upgrade for AMP, and they will have all defensive badges on silver. That's very good. In the new year, AMP would reach new heights. They'd become the best defensive team in the league. Duke would make All-NBA third team, and they'd end up with a 48 and 30 record. However, waiting for them was the 4-seeded Cavs with Darius Garland and Evan Mobley, now in their prime. The Cavs would take the first, but AMP would respond with 2 of their own to make the series 2-1 going into the crucial 4th game. Here we go. Tie game, 40 seconds left. Mobley for 3. No way. Tip. And that'll be good for the Cavs. Here we go. Down 4. Looks like this one's over. High offensive rebound to Agent. He has to hit this. And he hits. Garland free throw and he makes. 6 seconds. Down 3. No way. Kick it out to Duke. Pump faking. Hit it. Oh, and they miss. AMP would be unable to regain any momentum and would lose the next 2 games. Another first round exit. In the offseason, AMP would get their best badge area on silver. So for Duke, all finishing badges on silver. It would lead them to a 46 and 35 record in the regular season and a first round matchup against the Bucks, whom they'd sweep in 4. However, waiting for them was a prime Anthony Edwards in the second round. AMP would get off to a hot start, winning games 1, 2 and 3. The Wizards would take game 4. Here we go. Game 5. AMP tie game with the ball. It's got to be in Duke's hand. Duke or Chris. Back out. Looks like it'll be Duke. Screen. Step back for the win. And he misses. However, the Wizards would take control and win OT. With an opportunity to close it out at home, Duke would show his class, dropping 44, 4 and 8 to give AMP the series and lead them to the conference finals.
I'm a fan of his. I love watching him play. He's one of the best players in the world, if not the best player in the world.
In the conference finals, they would face a pretty average 76ers team. However, their inexperience would show, and they'd find themselves down 3-1 going into a crucial Game 5. Here we go. Why does it feel like these Game 5s are always really close? Looks like it'll be Davis. Fanum screen. Chris in the post. Fanum puts it up. AMP up 1. It'll be back to Philly. And he makes it over Fanum. Philly by 1. Okay, last possession. Davis out to Agent for 3. And he misses. It'll be Philly through to the NBA Finals. AMP eliminated once again. In year 7, Chris and Duke would firmly establish themselves as 1 and 2 options on the roster, leading them to another playoff berth. This time, against the Wizards once again. This roster is flat out stacked. Oh my god. However, AMP would prove their strength and dominate this series. And kite the line and he makes it. All they need is 1 stop to get to the second round. Jeez, outlet. Anthony Edwards. Scotty from the top of the key. And he misses. Jeez. Kai and Duke putting the team on the back in Game 6. After the heartbreak of the previous year, AMP would make light work of Philly, beating them in 5 games. However, waiting for them was a new opponent, Ja Morant. How would Chris go against the best in the world? It would be all Ja and Indiana in the first 4 games, winning 3 out of 4 to make the series 3-1 going into Indiana. However, on the brink of elimination again, Chris would show out and outplay Ja Morant, and in the following games force a Game 7. Indiana with a chance to send Amp home. Out to Kristaps, midi, and he misses. They're down 1. Win or go home. Come on, Duke. Has to be Duke or Chris. Looks like it'll be Duke. Fanum sending the screen. He pulls up. And he hits! Amp up 1. Ja with a chance to end it. That's not your shot, Ja. And he misses. Amp through to the NBA Finals. However, against this Golden State side, the lights would be too bright, and Amp would lose terribly in 5 games. He needed some help, they draft speed.
Who's going to walk in the door and be good? I don't know how good, but he's not going to be a rookie who's like, well, we've got to live with this growing pains. He's going to be good.
In the first round, they would play the Washington Wizards for a 3rd time. After having already beaten them twice, they would quickly make it 3 times, winning in 5 games. In the second round was waiting Devin Booker, Luka Doncic, and Chet Holmgren. However, Duke would show out and lead the team with 26 points, taking it to a Game 6 with an opportunity to close them out. Here we go, end of Game 6, tie game. Both teams have been bricking for like 5 minutes straight. Kai to Fanum, Duke, he has to put it up. Contested 3, no good. Amp would then blow them out in OT to make it to the conference finals once again. Yet waiting was a 6'7", 285 monster. With Fanum and Agent in the front court, Zion would feast, scoring 30 points and leading the Celtics to a 4-0 sweep. Oh, I'm actually losing faith in this team. What's this, year 8 and another playoff loss? They would enter year 9 with an intact core and breeze through the regular season. They would beat Miami in the first round in 5 games and set up a second round rematch against Zion and the Celtics. With Fanum and Agent in the front court, Zion would get his 30 points per game. However, they would use their playmaking to exploit Zion defensively and to win the series comfortably in 6 games. Next was the Toronto Raptors. Imagine losing Devin Booker and Luka Doncic and still being a good team. However, the Raptors would take a 3-2 lead going into Game 6. However, like previous years, Duke would put the team on his back, carrying them in Game 6 with 47 points. Toronto would be unable to recover and lose in Game 7. Amp through to the NBA Finals.
Respect comes great responsibility. You can't get smoked, you can't get outshined, and you can't look helpless.
Awaiting them was a Clippers roster led by Trey Johnson. The Clippers would win Games 1 and 2. Amp would then respond with 2 of their own at home, leading to a deciding Game 5 on the road. The back and forth game would lead into the final minutes. Here we go, up to Amp, Duke, midi, and he makes it. Amp up 4. It'd take quick 2 and fouling or a quick 3 here for the Clippers. Is that Suggs? How's Cat not retired? And Clippers foul. Duke would go on to make both free throws and win Amp Game 5. It would be a similar story in Game 6. Clutch time, Duke time again. Here we go, down 3. We need a 3 here. 2, same shot as Game 5 and he misses. The Clippers take Game 6. In the decisive Game 7, Chris would have the game of his life, dropping 41 points to lead the team. And now Amp to dribble it out. Finally, after 9 years. And how fitting it's Duke to dribble it out. Here we go. Amp, champions, finally. Oh my god. How good is it? Chris and Agent. And here we go. Lifting the trophy. Of course, Duke, Finals MVP. However, Duke was now 38, and entering Father Time, Amp would have one last run. After breezing through the playoffs, they would face the LA Lakers in the NBA Finals. But waiting for them was Ja Morant and prime Victor Wembanyama. Ja and Wemby would cook AMP in the first 2 games, however they would quickly respond with a win and an all-important Game 4 to avoid the 3-1 deficit. Both Speed and Duke would show their class. But that doesn't matter, because LA have the ball down 1. Surely this has to go on Wemby's hands. Yep, it'll be Wemby in the post. Oh, and he misses, and no rebound. Is that LaMelo Ball? Here we go. 6 seconds left, down 1. LaMelo. Oh, it's the Wemby in the post again. Turn around. No good. AMP tied up. The Lakers would go on to win Game 5, and with the pressure of elimination on, AMP would take Game 6, bringing it to a deciding Game 7. Could this be the fairy tale run? Here we go. Of course it comes down to the final minutes. Duke up 2, opportunity to get the lead, and he makes it. 4-point game. Surely they can't choke this. Davis to seal it, layup, and he misses. Lakers gonna come right back at them. Is that Grady Dick? Wemby jumper, that'll be cash. Yup. AMP up 2. Come on, Duke. Tough lay over Wemby and he misses. Giannis puts it up. No way. Oh, Wemby offensive rebound. Tie game. Duke. Easy. Oh, over Giannis. No. Here we go. Lakers to finish it. Jackson. 3. No good. However, after being up, AMP would never recover. And LA would go on to win the game. Oh man. What a run for AMP. But only the 1 ring to show for it. And if you guys like this video, it was just so much fun to make. Subscribe, like, cheers.